Did either one of you ever feel like Taylor feels in this song?
I don't think so.
It sounds like you guys skipped right over Delicate and went to burning red, golden, blue, all the colors.
All the colors.
All the colors.
Welcome back to MABIE Island.
Hi, I'm Gaga.
And I'm Papa.
Welcome back to MABIE Island.
And if you're new here, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe and ring the bell.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at MABIE Island.
We're here today to react to Delicate by Taylor Swift.
Yes.
But before we do that, again, we'd like to give a shout out to some countries around the world that we may not have mentioned before. We're not going to get to all of you because there's hundreds of them.
Hello to Tampa, Florida, USA, Brunei, Maine, USA, and South Africa.
In Christchurch, New Zealand, Egypt, Kansas in the USA, and Vietnam.
In one of our recent videos, Soon You'll Get Better, there was an Easter egg and we didn't tell anyone to look for it. We didn't mention it at all. And we kind of waited to see if someone would notice it. And they did. They said in the comments they noticed the dice in the background. If you go back to that video, you will see dice in the background and they equal the number 13, which is Taylor's favorite number. We told ourselves, if someone finds that Easter egg, we will give them a shout out in our next video. So who was it?
It was Lolo and Bub's mom.
Awesome. So just a little clue for all you Swifties, there always might be an Easter egg. Today we are reacting to Delicate, which is track 5 off of Taylor Swift's Reputation album. And this video will go into a new series starting that we are calling Grandparents React to Every Track 5 of Taylor Swift.
We've already reacted to 2 track 5s, The Archer
and All Too Well.
That's right. After this video, you can go back and watch those 2 videos. Okay, here we go with Delicate by Taylor Swift.
They sing for the best. My reputation's never been worse, so you must
Wow.
let me from me.
She's acting like she's got a damaged reputation.
Yes.
Now can we be? But you
Who's
can
this
make
about?
me dream.
She says, you can make me a drink.
Dive bar on the east side, where you at? Oh damn, never seen that color blue. Just think of the fun things we could do. 'Cause I like you. They sing
I
for
Like
the
You. Is this about Joe?
I
think so.
She's written quite a few songs about him.
She has, and this is during the Reputation era or so.
Early on.
Yes. But you can make me a drink. She. That sounds like a casual friendship.
It's almost like she's got a crush on him.
I think so. I like the music.
Very nice. Very nice.
She keeps repeating delicate, and the sound of the song is very delicate.
Right.
So it's musically pleasing. Maybe more than a friendship.
Maybe more than a friendship.
Sounds like she doesn't want to rush things.
Right.
This is the bridge.
I think it's about Joe.
Oh yeah. I
Maybe
think
when
so.
they first met.
She's thinking about him a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, after hearing the song, what are your initial thoughts?
I think this was early in the relationship with Joe. Having a little hard time with the timeline exactly. She seems to be a little bit afraid of rushing ahead. She doesn't want to mess things up by trying to push forward too soon, but she seems like she's definitely interested, and she's hoping he's chill about that she's letting him know that. She says, I like you. She doesn't say, I love you.
I think that Gaga's 100% right in that she uses the term delicate, and I think
Yes.
we're showing a story of a young girl perhaps falling in love, but it's that delicate stage where it could go either way. Maybe not so much on her part, but on his part, where he may say, okay, well, I don't feel the same way, so yeah, that would be my first reaction to the song as well.
Okay, so let me just give you a few fun facts, or backstory, if you will. Supposedly, Taylor met Joe Alwyn, her current boyfriend, at the Met Gala in May of 2016. And it was rumored that they started dating after that, as they were seen together a couple times. But by May of 2017, full on by the paparazzi, having romantic dates. This song would have fallen into that fall of 2016, right after they met, maybe going from being acquaintances to friends, and then quickly, who knows, to something else.
I'm thrown a little bit by the second line in the story. My reputation's never been worse, so you must like me for me. I'm a little confused on that. Gaga, can you help out with that?
Apparently there was a time where she felt like her reputation had been damaged, partially by a time at the MTV Awards where she was called on stage to receive an award, and Kanye West hopped up on the stage and kind of started to go off on her. That started a kind of a feud between them. So I think from there, and I'm not fully versed on this myself, but I think that had something to do with the beginning of bad feelings.
Fans, if you can add on to that and help us understand that, I had heard that there was bad blood between her and Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, and the press picked up on that and beat Taylor over the head with it.
That's really cool that you said that, because on her previous album, the one before the one you're reviewing now, called 1989, there was actually a song called Bad Blood. I don't know if you knew that or not.
No, did not know that.
I think right here where it says, we can't make any promises now, can we, babe? But you can make me a drink. I think she's not going to try to force his hand right there to force Joe's hand on how he feels. But she's saying, we'll keep it casual. You can make me a drink.
I think it helped that director Meredith said where this fell in the scheme of things, because I was wondering in Cruel Summer, she said, what if I told you if I loved you? Wouldn't that be the worst thing you ever heard? But this, she never uses the word love in this song. She just keeps to the word like.
Next verse, it says, dive bar on the east side. Where you at? Phone lights up my nightstand in the black. So you kind of get that impression that maybe she says a nightstand, so she must have been either in the bed or laying on the bed. Come here. You can meet me in the back. He's kind of telling her, join me at a dive bar. I think that's what it means.
Gaga, I have a question for you. In that line, never seen that color blue. What is she referring to there?
I think she's referring to Joe's eyes.
Okay.
Because I think she really likes the color of his blue eyes.
Well, in this next line where she says, this ain't for the best, my reputation's never been worse, is she sort of saying that maybe the reputation needs to clear up before they get serious? Or
I think she's probably saying, I'm not looking too good right now. Probably not looking too good to you. This ain't for the best. So she's hoping that he's going to overlook that, and hoping that he will see her as she is for the real Taylor.
Okay.
Fall in love with the real Taylor, not the bad reputation.
Not the bad reputation.
Not the bad reputation. Well, I'd like to break down the chorus a little bit now.
Okay.
It says, is it cool that I said all that? Is it chill that you're in my head? 'Cause I know it's delicate. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. I think this is probably our little insecure Taylor who's doubting herself a little bit. So she's kind of talking through it like, is it okay for me to go there yet? Is it okay for me to be having these feelings? She's treading lightly. And I just think the song, the chorus, the name of the song, Delicate, it's just indicative of how she was feeling at the time.
That would play on insecurity where she says, sometimes I wonder when you sleep if you're ever dreaming of me. So she wonders, does he like me? Is he thinking of me as much as I am thinking of him?
She's hoping he's
She's
thinking of
hoping
her,
he is.
for sure. So Papa, here in this next verse, it says, third floor on the west side, me and you, handsome, your mansion with a view. Echoes of your footsteps on the stairs. Stay here, honey, I don't want to share. On that handsome, your mansion with a view, some of the lyrics say, you are a mansion. So I don't know if she's referring to him as a mansion, or this was actually the apartment that they were in together. And my big question, and maybe the fans can help us with this, is this Cornelia Street?
Okay.
Does this relate to the song Cornelia Street?
So for those of you that don't know, Cornelia Street is an apartment in New York City that Taylor Swift leased at the beginning of her and Joe's relationship, and it was said that she leased this apartment for its privacy so that she could write and privately get to know Joe Alwyn. And she no longer leases it, but for the first part of their relationship she did, and now on the album Lover she wrote a song about it called Cornelia Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I see it says third floor. I didn't catch it at first. So third floor on the west side, so it's obviously a third floor apartment.
Cornelia Street is on the west side in the West Village of New York.
Okay.
And then she says, stay here, honey, I don't want to share. I think that's cute. The rest of this is like the chorus repeating itself, and there's a lot of isn't it, isn't it, isn't it. I think Delicate is a balance, it's about the balance of someone dating a celebrity. They're actually both celebrities. It's also the delicacy of a flowering relationship. They had to have a Cornelia Street, if that's what that is, or an apartment where they could actually have some privacy to get to know each other. In a Rolling Stone article, they mentioned that Reputation was fierce, witty, almost industrial pop, offset by love songs of crystalline beauty. And I think Delicate is definitely one of these.
Okay, Mom and Dad, I have a question. You met and you've been married 52 years, as we said in previous videos, and you had a very short courtship. Dad, how short was it again?
2 weeks. Well, until we decided to get married, and then we got married 5 weeks after that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you met Mom. Where did you meet?
We met at her sister's apartment. I had a blind date with her sister's roommate, and one of my fellow military police soldiers was dating her sister.
My sister.
And I had a blind date there, and Gaga just happened to stop by and talk to me while the roommate was getting ready for this double date.
And it took her about an hour to get ready.
Oh, Mom, did you know he was there?
No, I didn't know they had dates. I was just stopping by my sister's apartment to see what they were doing. You know, I was just going to hang out with them.
And how old were both of you at this time?
I was 18.
And I was 23.
Papa, do you remember what I was wearing?
I do. You
Oh
were
my gosh.
wearing a green and white check dress.
Yes.
And I thought, this is the cutest girl I've ever seen.
Oh.
But she obviously is not going to have a thing to do with me, even though she's sitting here talking to me, and she's very friendly and very sweet.
So at any point in that 2 weeks, did you ever had a moment where maybe you felt like, is this too delicate? Or should I tell this person how much I like them? Or do they even like me as much as I like them? Did either one of you ever feel like Taylor feels in this song?
I don't think so. The next night or 2 nights later, I went to a dance at the National Guard Armory, supposedly to see this girl once again, and we'd obviously had no chemistry on the first double date. And while I was there, Gaga showed up, and the chemistry was, I don't know if it was ever delicate. It was just like an instant bond between the two of us. What do you think, Gaga?
Well, the interesting thing was I had a date for that dance, and he lived in another city, and he called at the last minute and said, I overslept. He worked all the time and he overslept, and I thought, well, I'm going anyway.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, so I went to the dance by myself, and there was a band playing there that I really liked, and I knew my sister would be there, so it was fine to go by yourself. And I saw him across the room.
And I saw her, and we started talking, and then they played a slow song called A Whiter Shade of Pale, and we danced to it.
By Procol Harum.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's still around today. But
And to this date, people still don't know the meaning of the words.
yeah, I can't discern those lyrics at all.
Wow.
But so that has always kind of unofficially been our song.
But don't ever
But we
ask,
don't know what it means.
don't ever ask us to break down those lyrics because no one has been able to do it.
It sounds like you guys skipped right over Delicate and went to burning red, golden, blue, all the colors.
All the colors.
All the colors.
Well, I do know this, that if it was Delicate, it was only for a few minutes. But I know that my fellow military police officer who was dating her sister, after about 3 days, said to me, "What is with you two? You seem like you're inseparable and you just met."
Aww. So, wrapping it up, what are your final thoughts on Delicate?
I was thinking about this song, and basically it's a song about a young woman falling in love. And I wondered, okay, other good artists have written songs similar to this. Other good artists give tours like hers. Why is she so popular all over the world? And I thought she connects with young women. And I asked Gaga, is that because what she writes and what she sings about, many of them go through the same thing?
Absolutely.
That they're insecure and their relationships are delicate? Is that what this means?
Absolutely. When you're growing up as a young girl, and she's been before the public for her whole life, really, all those feelings encompassed in, does he like me? Am I good enough? I think Taylor has just been able to express all these feelings that young ladies have in her lyrics, and they're very relatable.
And that relates them to Taylor and Taylor to them.
Absolutely.
And they go where...
she writes these songs and sings these lyrics, and they're going, that's me. I really relate to this song, and it touches their hearts.
Okay, now the question that everybody wants to know, and that is, what would you rate this song? 1 being the worst, 5 being the best.
I think I'd give it a 4. I like it. I like the beat. I like everything about it. I do have some questions about it, so I'm hoping the fans will help clear that up for me. If you can kind of help me with the timeline a little bit. Other than that, I think it's an excellent song. It grows on you, and I think it will be one of her timeless songs.
I'm going to give it a 3. Now, not that I don't like it, but there are some of the other songs that I like so much better, like Daylight and Archer. I do like the song, but I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay.
All right, fans, if you like this video, tell us what to react to next, and add it in your comments. Also, if we raise some questions that you can help us with, please answer them or help us out in your comments.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Fans, remember this, it's nice to know.
So many nice people.
Bye.
Bye.